Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. I hope if you're watching this you are happy, thriving and enjoying life as you navigate through its difficulties. I wanted to do another video with some more advice. You'll see that I've posted a couple of videos recently similar to this. I am turning 30 in 2 months, and what that brings is a lot of self-reflection, a lot of thinking about the past, not in a negative way but in a positive way and to bring growth. And I just wanted to list out some of the best advice that I would give for particularly young men, but all men. It's relatable to all men. But the reason I say for young men is you have the benefit of hearing this advice before you have started to navigate through your later years, and you can not make these mistakes if you take it on board. So I just wanted to run through them. I'm going to leave this video very natural and just talk through it with minimal editing. If you see me looking down at all, it's because I'm just checking a couple of notes I made on it. So enough of that. The first one is very simple, and it is start now. We make the mistake when we are in our early 20s of thinking, I'm only 21, I'm only 23, I'm only 25. I can start to put the work in more when I get older. But here's the thing. It goes quickly. It goes quicker than you'd expect. And you move it on to the next year and the next year and the next year, and all of a sudden you're turning 30. Not that that's a negative thing, but you're older, you've got more responsibility, you're starting to think about the next things in life like family, kids, and you might not be in a position where you feel ready for that. Not because it's not what you want, but as men we have this innate desire to achieve things, particularly financially, to give our family and kids the best life they can have when they eventually come. So I know you're kind of thinking about something that's not happened yet, but it's important as a man, and the world's getting ever more competitive, and you have to be on point and make sure you're doing the right thing as a man. The world's gone a little bit left where men are being sort of told that they don't need these responsibilities and to get in touch with their emotions, and that is all well and good, but a man's job is to provide. And yeah, I say that to say start now. Whatever it may be that you're interested in or you think about often. It could be you're a musician, you're a writer, you're a photographer, you want to start your own business, or even if you're just want to be career focused 9 to 5, that's also fine. Just plan it out and make sure you start now. Don't waste time thinking you've got all the time in the world, because it will creep up on you quickly. Forget everyone else's opinions, start now, and you'll thank yourself. And who knows, by the time you get to that age, 29, 30, you might be in a position where you're financially free and you've done it, and you can pat yourself on the back and you've got a great life for you and your family. So that's number one. But one thing I do want to say is don't believe that whole bullshit of enjoy yourself in your 20s. Your 20s is your time for enjoying and partying. Yes, of course, when you're in your 20s, you'll be young, your friends will be going out, have your fun. But once you get to like 21, 22, you should have most of that out of your system, especially if you've been to uni or college if you're in America. Should be out of your system, and you should be focusing on life and how to reap the benefits from it. So start now. Second one, exercise is the only drug you need. Now, it might sound a bit cliche or even a bit cringe, but it's very true. Do not get caught up using any. It's not going to be beneficial to you at all. And I think I do want to speak specifically on weed, marijuana, because I think there's a lot of influence in popular culture, be it musicians, that seem to glamorize that type of stuff. You got to put yourself in your own shoes. You're not in their position. They may be in a position where they're financially free. They don't have to be up, be on it, be doing things, be getting up early, be chasing things. I'm not saying they don't work hard. I'm just saying don't look at them doing it and think, yeah, it's cool, I can do it, I can still go through life. You might be able to, and I'm not preaching against, I don't want to say ever trying it, I don't want to ever encourage that, but what I'm saying is, I'm not preaching, but it is 100% not going to have a net benefit for you in life. If you're not already in that position where you are financially free or in the position you want to be in. Doing stuff like that, waking up groggy, not getting good sleep, it's not going to benefit you. And it might be fun in some scenarios, but it's not going to allow you to do what you need to do to achieve. So don't get caught up in that. It's not beneficial for you. Steer away from it. And I'll come back to the point of exercise is the only drug you need. There is not a single thing you can do that is better for you for improving your life than exercise. And that could be in the gym, it could be running, it could be boxing. Whatever it is that gives you that delayed gratification, gives you a reason to get up, gets your body moving, gets you sweating, that's going to benefit you. That's what you need. And it's going to bring you discipline. It's going to bring you that gratification, and it's going to keep you in good shape. And the most important thing about a man is his shape, I guess, because not only for attracting women and relationships and stuff like that, but for how it impacts the rest of your life. Now, a lot of creators talk on this. I'm not going to go over the point too much because it's very simple. Exercise is the only drug you need. Steer away from all the rest of it. I'm not saying don't have fun, don't experiment, but just keep that in mind. Thirdly, put yourself first. I think there's a lot of people that make the mistake of trying to pander to other people's opinions of them, other people's views of the world. And that could even come down to people that are close to you, like your parents. Your parents are not the same generation as us. They might not understand what you want to do. You might want to be a streamer. You might want to do things that are more to this new generation that your parents won't understand. But I'm not just talking about parents. I'm talking about friends, colleagues, anyone. Put yourself first. When it comes down to it and you get to an older age, you're the one that's going to have to deal with your life. You're the one that's going to have the regrets. So forget what everyone else says. If you've got a dream or a vision for something, chase it, and you won't regret anything further on in life. Next, take your fulfillment from the process, not the outcome or the goal. And what I mean by that is, we get told a lot to make goals and set clear goals. Now that is very beneficial and it is good to have something to work towards. However, not everyone's brain works the same. You might sit there and write on your whiteboard, I want £10,000 by then, or I want 10,000 subscribers by then, which is what's on my one. So if you're still watching this, make sure you subscribe. But people's brains work differently, and I think mine does. And for me, it's better to set a goal of, I need to post a video every day or every 2 days. And then I get the fulfillment from when that's done. I feel good. I feel like I'm in motion. I've got momentum. And I haven't just got that lurking over me, this big number. What I'm focusing on is the process. So try that. It might work for you, and it might work better for you than setting those goals as a number. Next, be a creator, not a consumer. Look where the world's going. Think back to, if you're my sort of age, maybe in your late 20s, how media was when we were growing up. It was all TV, it was all radio. I even remember videotapes and taping things off the telly with a videotape and then rewinding it, and it's got the whirring circle to rewind and go forward. If you remember that, then you will know how much the world's changed. It's all media now, social media, YouTube, everything's going that way. And when I say don't be a consumer, what I mean is don't waste all your time on these things rather than creating on them. What I mean by that is scrolling, endlessly watching YouTube. Be a creator, because you're feeding into other people where you could be doing it for yourself, and you could be giving yourself a head start to where the world's going, because that is where it's going. Everything's online, and just start now, because you'll thank yourself. You're 5-6 years ahead than if you didn't and you was overthinking and you thought, now's not the time, I don't know what to do. Just start. Get a camera and start. If you haven't got a camera, use your iPhone. You're lucky in the sense that iPhones now, they're almost like these cameras. When I was a kid, that wasn't possible. So yeah, be a creator, not a consumer. Get over your fears, your overthinking, tap into what your passion is, and just go at it. Next, meditation, affirmations, and reading. Now, I don't want to be like a spiritual preacher, and it's actually only something that I've started myself recently, but the mind is very important. This is something that I struggled with. I had all the drive, all the ambition, but I was constantly battling my mind, that voice in your head of, I should be doing this, but I'm gonna go and do this. It sounds very simple, but mastering your mind is the best thing you can do. Obviously, I mentioned exercise and stuff like that, but your mind is important. All your subconscious thoughts feed into your actions. So don't overthink, just act and meditate, use positive affirmations, read. They're all good for your mind. Even it could be even simple, like when I say meditating, I don't mean you have to sit there on your sofa and like look like a yoga person. I just put videos on YouTube sometimes, like positive affirmations or meditation before sleep, and I find that really useful. I find it quite helpful. So yeah. Next one is take joy from the little things. We get so caught up in what we need to achieve in life that we often don't live in the present moment. I was victim of that for a long time. I would give myself guilt for doing things, even like family occasions, which is crazy when you think about it, because family is one of the most important things, well, if not the most important thing in life. And I find myself thinking, should I go to that? Should I go to this? I should be working. I should be doing this. The fact of the matter is, if you're doing things correctly in the first place, you won't need to feel guilt about it. You'll already be working, you'll be ahead, you're every day working towards what you need to be doing. So you won't need to feel that guilt. So take joy in the little things. It could be a walk, it could be doing a hobby that you've always enjoyed, football, anything, cycling, even gaming. Like, I see a lot of creators saying stuff like, don't waste your time gaming. You're some of this red pill stuff. Like, I understand where they're coming from. Of course, don't sit on your Xbox or PlayStation all day. But also, if you have been working hard all week and you want to have a Saturday night playing COD or whatever it is you play, enjoy it and make sure you take joy from the little things. We're not here for long. Work hard, but if you do get a bit of spare time, enjoy it, because that's also good for your mental. Next, never waste time with confrontation, drama, or trying to fix people. It's never beneficial. It's never going to give you a net benefit. No matter what someone's done to you, how you feel about a situation, having long-winded arguments and WhatsApp messages and gossiping to other people about it, it's not good for the soul, and it's not going to benefit you really. So if someone's not benefiting your life, if they're not understanding your goals, if they're shady towards it, if they drop little comments about what you're doing or how you're acting, get rid of them. Just get rid of them, because you're going to have to deal with your life, like I said earlier, when you get further on. And where are they going to be? You probably won't even be friends with them, especially if you are young and you're in your early 20s. Trust me, that big circle you've got now while you're in your late teens, early 20s, they're not going to be your friends later in your 20s, because that's how life moves on. People get families, get children. So don't waste time pleasing others. Just do your thing. Don't have confrontation and drama. Focus. Next, which I think is a good one, separate your online persona from your real life persona. I think that can be very beneficial with the overthinking and people who might have low self-esteem and care about other people's opinions. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. If you create that break between your online persona and your real life persona, you can stop worrying about those thoughts, because you know, well, that's not really me. And it's not about being fake or putting on a persona. Still be yourself, but just know that it's slightly different, and how people see you online or on your socials or whatever you want to do, it's not the same as real life. And if they can't accept that and accept you for who you are on both, then they're not really a good friend in the first place. So don't get caught up in that. Next, which I think is a nice one, you are the only you that exists. You're the only you that exists on this planet. There's no one who is like you. So be yourself. Do the things that you're passionate about. Don't worry about your content too much if that's what you're looking to do. Or don't worry about your music too much if that's what you're looking to do. Or your writing. You are you, and you're going to grow into yourself as you navigate through these things. So don't get caught up in comparisons of what other people are doing. Be yourself, because authenticity is the number one thing that's going to get you far, and what will make people relate to you. So you might be quirky, you might be weird, you might have weird interests. Lean into it. Be yourself. Be yourself. Next, which is a very important one, action over overthinking and perfectionism. Now, I've done a video on this before about overthinking, so if you want to go into it a bit deeper, then flick back a couple of videos. It is on my page. But the real message from this is all the overthinking in terms of the steps to take to get to where you need to be, all that is doing is just dragging you down, dragging you back, because you get to the point where you're thinking about it too much and then you don't do it. It's all about action. Just take action. Shoot that first video, go to that job interview, whatever it is. It could even be in relationships. Don't overthink, just take action, because you get into quite a deep hole if you're overthinking all the time, and it drags you back, and it becomes very, what's the word, detrimental to what you're trying to achieve. So action, action, action. Don't overthink things, just put it out there. And another tip I would use is, if you're one of them people who's conscious of social media presence and stuff like that, is don't go on it that much. Only go on it when you need to utilize it to post. And then when you post something, put your phone on do not disturb, come off of it. That's just a little silly tip really, but the main point is take action and do not overthink. So yeah, if you got to the end of this video, I truly wish you well in your endeavours in life, whatever it may be. Remember, we're only here for a short time, so enjoy it. And if you found any of these tips useful, drop me a little subscribe. I'm going to be doing more videos like this. I enjoy just talking and helping people if I can, because I think that's the benefit I've got from this self-reflection, the fact that I'm turning 30 soon, is yeah, we all make mistakes and we might not be in the positions we want to be in, but we're still here, we're still working, we're still grinding, and we can get to a point where we cross that barrier and we master our mind and we do what we're on this planet to do. So keep working, stay motivated, stay healthy, exercise, and I'll see you back here on the next video like this. Thank you for your time. See you soon.